Hi guys. So if you are here, appreciate you wanting to know more. I appreciate you the support. I appreciate the good vibes and like all the support that you guys been giving me. So just like I just want to make a video about just to tell you guys what happened this weekend, about what's happening now and what's gonna happen. And things that those are things that I didn't expect. A lot of unexpected things happened, and which I'm happy for it, and it was just amazing. So, um, so like let's say the competition was this past Saturday, and I went. My mentality was to enjoy the show. It was my moment. It was my time. The work has all been done throughout these years. For the ones that wonder how many years I have been doing bodybuilding, I have been doing bodybuilding for 3 years. Consistently, I have never felt without a coach. I have always had a coach. I've had a total of four coaches, and this one that I'm, this one that I am dealing with right now. His name is Max Johnson. He is so far the best because he speaks not only to my body, but he also speaks to the part of me that needs the support, that needs the that that what do you call it? That motivational part, and that's something that it's like my always my thing to say is you don't choose your coaches choose you, and that's how you should let it happen. It's of course it takes some time to find the right coach that speaks to your mind, to your body, to your soul, or whatever, you know. So he has been helping me so much. Also, Daniel Caffeine, he's been my posing coach for years, and well, we'd not be as consistent because well, there was like like a long period of time that I was probably I was still invested in bodybuilding, but it was not to the point of oh, I'm gonna take it serious for competition. But I kind of was. So I kind of had I kind of had a vision of what I wanted, but I never thought I was gonna be competing, if that makes sense. So I was training and preparing as if I was going to compete, but I never had it on my brain that I was going to compete, if that makes sense. So coming to part with him, the journey has been amazing. So I actually had my coach for a little bit over 6 months, and he literally saved me from the other coach that I had because I was going in the right direction but slightly different, which was not exactly what I wanted. And he stopped responding, and then he replied whenever it was the beginning of the month just to get the money, which I didn't like. So this new coach Max Johnson, it's totally different. And I remember he was like, oh no, like we need to lose weight. I'm like, no, I am going to compete in July. I'm settling down for this, and you can work with me on that. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna work with what I have. And little did we know, I was working with a great physique that I didn't even myself thought I had until we uncover all the fat that I had on my body. So fast forward to this weekend, um, so I went to check-ins, and on the check-ins, I was going for two categories. I was going for bodybuilding open up to 100 and I think it was class A. I don't remember. So anyway, I was going for open bodybuilding, but I also was going for novice because it was my first time competing. Both of my coaches said you can do novice, but you don't look novice. So people would never believe that that is your first time competing. Like, but like, I also made sure about true novice, and they say like definitely not, no. And my posing coach, he said that I was going to be a joke if I do true novice because he's like, true novice don't have that. True novice don't have that. They were like, you should just compete in open. But at that point, I had paid for two categories. So when I did the check-in, the judge, because the judge did the checking for us, and when the judge saw, like, he saw that I was just going for bodybuilding, so he just took my weight and checked the categories, and he's like, all right, is your first time competing? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's my first time, so I want to try like novice and open. And then he looked at me and he's like, why don't you do classic? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm like, because of my height, I do not reach the cap. Like, I'm over the cap, which at that point I weighed 183.5 pounds. And to meet the cap of my height in classic, I needed to be 182. So I was 1.5 and a half pounds over. So he started telling me about like how I should do classic, that I would do good, because from a competition standpoint, and if I want to move on with bodybuilding, that the best thing was to do both, just to have more chances to show myself and to actually qualify for nationals. So he's like, so you doubled your chances. And I'm like, all right, but I don't have the poses down for classic. And he's like, well, you just have to know one favorite classic. I don't, like, we call the posing, and it's literally the same as bodybuilding. You just have to know one classic pose. And I'm like, sure. And then I was like, I have no trunks. There was no classic physique trunks that I had, which I do have, but I left them at home. So I was like, I don't have the trunks. And he's like, well, sometimes we allow them to compete like that if they change. But if you could get the trunks, that would be better. So I talked to the vice president. And the vice president, he actually asked me to see a video. He's like, let me see how you look. I showed him the video, and he saw it, and he's like, dude, yeah, do classic. And I'm like, but I'm over the weight limit for my height. And he's like, just come down, just come back tomorrow and wait in the morning. If you meet the cap, the 182, you're gonna be in classic. And I'm like, all right, sure. He's like, yeah, just, he was like, actually, he was being funny. He's so nice. He was like, just go to the bathroom, take a pee, just do whatever, but lose that pound. So I did. In the morning, I weighed myself, and I lost actually 3 pounds. And I weighed in at 180. So I met the cap. So I was able to go in. And the thing is, he just said, oh yeah, I already put you in classic anyways. I just wanted you to come and just weight yourself. And I'm like, what the fuck? So at that point, I have not eaten. The show was going to start not too soon after, not too long after that. So I was like, all right. So I had to go back and eat and like put on the makeup, because I did makeup, and like the time was already done. But then I had to go put on makeup and just go back and just do the show. So what happened at the show is I won my category, and so each category have their subcategories. So those subcategories also have winners. So in bodybuilding, I got to fight for the overall with the other winners of the other subcategories, which was so much fun. I enjoyed it so much. And in the end, I won the overall. So for that one, I won my category and I won the overall. Then for classic, I won my category of classic for a category that I didn't even prepare for. So I won my category. And then when we went to like the overall, that's when things got like spicy, because there was a guy, his name is Brendan. Now we follow each other on Instagram, we share stuff. I send them the professional pictures they sent me, because why would I keep them with me? Like he was a great competitor. He said he didn't have any, so I was like, yeah, let me send you the videos where you're in, where they did the comparisons, your professional pictures where you're with me, and he can keep that. Like I'm not a gatekeeper when it comes to that. I'm still waiting for one guy to respond if he wants the pictures or not. But anyways, so so those classic, that they also have subcategories. So on that one, I won my subcategory, and then I had to go against the winners of the other subcategories. So we were going for the overall, and it's so funny because we both got in the middle of the other guys. So it was literally a fight between me and him to who would get um, the trophy and all of that. Because the overall, it's more of a pride type of thing. Like you feel proud of it. It doesn't really give you um, any like type of extra qualification or anything. So, but it makes you feel really good and it makes you feel powerful. So by that point, I have already won the overall for bodybuilding. And things got heavy. Things got really, really good when we started competing against each other. Because I said it to him before we were on stage. I was like, dude, like, not to be or to brag or whatever, but like, you are the type of guy that I think can like put up a good fight. And he's like, yeah, dude, like me too. I hope we get to compete against each other. So we did, and like hitting the poses, and I was checking on the video. Oh my God, we had strengths and we had weaknesses on our bodies, and we were just trying to showcase them the best possible. He is great. He looks amazing, and so did I. So it was crazy how that like the audience and every one of my friends was sweating, and he was like, "Oh my God, I got a headache watching that because it was so good." And they actually asked us to hold the poses for longer time because they wanted to make a fair comparison. And for classic, I didn't win the overall just because of 1 point. So we asked feedback to the judges, and the judge was like, yeah, you didn't lose. Well, yes, you didn't lose the overall. It's just I got relaxed in one of the poses, which was the front double bicep. I got relaxed, and he's like, once you got relaxed, you lost that point. And that point went to him. That was the determining factor of you not getting the overall, and he did. But you both were like equally as good. So that made me feel good. And well, he now pursuing more bodybuilding. He's going to pursue classic because that's his thing. He knows how to pose the classic way. I know, like for me, it's more bodybuilding, but I feel good because it was a category that I didn't prepare for, and even I didn't prepare for that category. I won my category, and I went to fight for the overall. And not only that, but like it was me in between the best of the ones for classic, which is it feels really good. Like for being my first time, I have to say I feel really, really proud of what happened. So also the coach said, so I weighed at 180. Oh, I'm sorry, 183. And so the judge that gave us the feedback, he told me this. He's like, pursue bodybuilding. Don't go for classic. You are a bodybuilder. Don't go for classic. Keep yourself on the line of bodybuilding and you'll be good. So, but he told me, you are at this weight, but for you to like increase your chances of winning, you have to go one category below. So that means you have to go to, no, it's not one category below, because I competed in middleweight, but qualifications for nationals are different. Like weight are very different, like requirements for nationals than there are for a regional, which is what I did. So on the regional, my weight cap for middleweight was 187. So I was still in a good range. Now, the next, like my same category, middleweight in nationals, it stops at 176. So that means with the weight that I have right now, I have to go and compete in heavy lightweight. But that give me a disadvantage because that one, there could be guys at 198 at check-in. That means they're gonna be competing with over 200 pounds. And me, I'm gonna look really small with them, which I know size is probably not the biggest thing, but the guys are gonna be bigger. And are they gonna have the same condition? I don't know, but I don't wanna risk it. So my best bet is actually lose those pounds when the time of check-in comes in, check in at 176 and do a carb load just to get fuller. But that guarantees me that I'm gonna be, if not if not the biggest guy in there in that category, it would help me at least be one of the biggest guys, and it gives me more chances of having a good placement than on the other category. Yeah. So that's pretty much where I'm standing. So now the plan is nationals is in 2 weeks. So of course I'm back to work. I'm back to my diet. I'm back to going a deficit. I'm back to my steps. I'm back to my gym. And in 2 weeks I have to go back to Vegas and compete on the nationals. If I win the nationals, which is something I really want to, and I am preparing for it, then I become a pro qualifier. Means I can go to any other place and become a pro. Of course, I have to win, and that's going to be a huge deal because the level of participation is going to be amazing, and that is actually a really good feeling. So I'm prepping for it. And the other thing is, if I get a placement, if I get a good placement, but let's say I don't win, but if I get placement and I can compare myself to the guys, that's a good feedback, because that I would never know what it is to compete in a national state if I never show up, if I never see the guys. So it's a good way to actually compare myself to others. And also, let's say if I win, I can see, okay, the weaknesses of my body are this, and that, and then I can work on those when the time to become pro comes, to participate, to become pro. So yeah, so that's where we're standing right now. That's why I needed to make a longer video. I'm not gonna make you 17 stories to talk about this, and I'm not gonna flood my stories with all of this. So that's why I wanted to upload it here, have you guys check it out, and just to know exactly what happened. So my GoFundMe, I don't know if it's still open, if you guys still want to support. But if you guys want to support, I still this gets very expensive. Nationals are more expensive than regionals, but might as well just do it now. Instead of waiting. I have a great condition right now. Why not do it now? So so that's it. If you guys want to donate, if you guys want to subscribe to my my blue page, you guys can. That's a good way of supporting me. That's a good way of cheering me up. You can also tip me there. There's Venmo. My Venmo is attached there too. So if you feel like collaborating and help me out with the nationals, it would be something I would really appreciate. But for now, this is all what I had to tell you guys. I know I'm acting like a big influencer, but I'm really not. It's just for the people that are interested to exactly to know what happened, because I know there's people that have a lot of questions. There's people that want to know everything about the competition, how it went, what happened, and that's exactly what happened. I have videos of the entire time that I'm on stage. Videos of everything. I have pictures of everything, and everything is professional. So professional videos, professional pictures, which I'm going to be posting probably in the next days or a couple of days. As far as for my collaborations, for my page, I have a few collaborations. There's one that I have to post today, and which is with Young Dad. But anyways, that's besides the point. Because I'm also I have been active there, but I have not been as active on social media about that. When at least on my Instagram, when it comes to that, because I'm more focused. My mind is more focused on this bodybuilding than the other stuff. But also, I understand that that's also my job. And I also have to keep it updated for you guys, for the ones that have been following me and are subscribed. So if you have any questions, if you checked it all the way here, just know that I appreciate you. Know that I'm really glad to have the support that I have, and the messages. It's amazing. I feel very, very grateful. Oh, and I'm gonna show you guys something. So these are the medals that I won. So this one, it's first place. Oh no, both of them says per place, but one is for classic and the other one is for bodybuilding. And I also got the trophy that only the winners of the overalls get. I posted a video with the winner of the overall and classic. You guys should check that guy out. He's amazing. He's gonna be great. He has an amazing physique. So yeah, look. So this is what I got. So thank you very much, everybody. If you have any questions, you can just post them here, and I'll reply to you guys. I think this is the first video I make, but yeah, thank you so much for all the support and love. Mwah.